What's up, guys? It's John with National Sports Entertainment, and usually I would just go over this kind of stuff in my Discord, but I did think if I did a video going over this, it would help a lot of people. So, just like yesterday I explained, we have some picks going on in the Discord. William Mary here. Why? Scroll down, you'll see they're not listed, but they're winless against the spread. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're just going to sift through that metric, and we're going to look at some teams that we like. So we see Baylor's playing at 4, and that's another reason I figured I'd get this video done now. I thought it'd give people time if there's games going on at 6, 7, whenever they might be. So let's do the college against the spread, and again, usually at worst we even out, and in this kind of system that's perfectly acceptable. In a lot of cases we're going to do much better than even out. So in this case, as you can see, if we go to the over-under, we have Baylor, who is 5-0 against the spread. Now, again, not that it can't happen. It's just very, very improbable. 72% was the highest. 23% was the lowest, right? I think this was the bubble year, so it might be a little different. But we had 78% and we had 22. And then actually 22, they didn't play. 23 would really be the lowest because I don't count 9 games. But you get my point. It just doesn't hold. It historically has never held, and it's not going to. This year we had 81%, which is really high, right? In the last, so that's really high. So my point is, you're not going to have teams go 100% on over-under spreads. So we look at the ones left. We still have dozens. So any of these games become in play. Now I like Baylor because they got 5 against the spread, not just 2 like South Utah. So I'm going to lean towards teams like Toledo, Baylor, UAB when making these picks, more so than teams that only have a few. So one pick off the bat that I love here is Baylor to go under. Okay, I might have already plugged it in. Let's see. I think we wound up hitting this one. We didn't even know the spread at the time. Again, I just bet the metric that ECU would cover the spread. This is 2 days in a row that we've done this with ECU, simply because of their record against the spread versus their opponents. Let's see if they did cover. They're winning. They might not, but it looks like they're going to. I think the spread was only around 2. I could be way off. Let's see, a 6. Okay, so it's actually closer than I thought. But either way, it's a simple metric. But we're going to look at the Baylor over-under, and obviously we're going to pick the under. And we see it's at 152.5. Now, the reason I like this metric so much is it's not just the fact that I think it's not going to go over X amount of times. It's the fact that people are going to be betting Baylor. They're going to be betting the over when it's hit so many times. So they're not just going to start betting the under when they're seeing, okay, these teams are scoring a lot. They're not thinking like we're thinking. They're not thinking in terms of metrics. So the average public is going to be pounding these overs when you have a team that keeps going over. You'll even see handicappers do it for that reason. They'll say, Baylor is 5-1 in their last X amount of games against the spread, so I like them. And it's the opposite. We have to think with the opposite logic. So I do like them to go under. What was it, 156.5? I'll check it again. I also always say, make sure whatever line you get matches up with the ESPN official line, because if it doesn't, then there's times like yesterday, Notre Dame won by exactly half a point. So you want to make sure the team ranking and ESPN lines match up perfectly. So Baylor is one just off of the metric, a team that I really like here. And Northwestern's another one. I believe it was an over on this one, over and under. Let's see. And I just thought I would do this because this way you guys can see, if you're not in my Discord, you can still see why I'm making these picks, because I can't do a video on every single game. I mean, I could, but I just don't have time to look into all of them. It would require a lot more for me to be able to do all that. So I want to get out the ones I find. Northwestern, I know for a fact they were over here. Now, they might have covered an over. Let me see. I think they hadn't covered it over all year or something. I will search them by their... We got Northwestern, who's 0-5 this year, have not hit an over, okay? So, yeah, we like Northwestern to go over. Very simple metric. It's the same type metric. So, we got Baylor going under. And we have Northwestern in the Auburn here going over 134. Now, like I have said on many occasions, if, say, a sequence doesn't go through for you, for example, there's a good chance. Actually, I don't think it did go through. I went with... here it is. It's 186. I had gone with Charlotte to go over. They didn't. So I will likely be making Baylor or Northwestern my second leg. I just haven't decided completely yet. But I wanted to get the picks out to you guys. So here, since they're 0-5 on the over, and I looked at their opponents, I think they're about even around the over-under. I do like Northwestern a lot, and to go over that 135, I think it was. And again, always make sure it matches up with the official ESPN metric, okay? Because that's the one that matters. And again, any of these two can become a second sequence. We did close out the Pistons. Like I said, Pacific came through late last night for us. Rhode Island came through. Notre Dame came through. We have some still in play. We have East Carolina still in play. We have Blazers came through, Georgia. So we're just closing out sequences essentially. But I wanted to get you guys my picks just based off of these metrics, okay? And there's plenty of other teams that it does qualify for, But again, I don't know every single one going on right now. A lot of people in my Discord will send it to me and let me know. I think Nevada, 4-1. They were undefeated. I think they broke that or winless. But that's all I look for here. So if I find any more, again, I will post it. I'll try and post it in the community. I'll definitely post it on my Discord. But I just wanted to bring this to your guys' attention because it's a very foolproof metric, especially combined with my system. When you use both of them, the odds is very, very slim. So here we're fading Mississippi State. That'll be my third pick. Mississippi State, because they have not lost against the spread. You see they had a push. Actually, we pushed with them. So Mississippi State, we like them to lose. And again, you can see my metric. It's nothing crazy. I know nothing about these teams. It's just playing the long-term odds, just like yesterday. That X amount of teams are not going to start with, undefeated or winless records against the spread. So here I do like Mississippi State. And let's check the official spread. We want it to be matched up exactly with ESPN. So right now it's -6. And again, any of these can be moved to second legs, third legs. I just wanted to get it out there that way, and this is about what it is. That way you guys have it in time, because I know I'm doing by the time my video comes out, you'll have about an hour to pick the 4 o'clock game, the Baylor game, and then there's some other ones going on. But I just wanted to kind of give you a taste of some of the live, not really live, but last minute bets I'll make that I'm not able to always get out into videos. So that's something we do in the Discord. Some people will post it on the channel, which is cool, YouTube. But I just wanted to get some picks that I saw that I thought are really good pickups out there that I missed last night's video when we went over a good bit of games there too. So if you missed that video, you can watch these together and you'll have essentially all my picks. And again, I'll continue to post to Discord because I know there's a lot of people coming over. And like I said, the more alpha we have, the better. So yeah, definitely fade those teams that are, in my opinion, the ones I showed you, and then take the ones that haven't won. And I think we continue, like yesterday, have a strong game, strong day. As far as basketball goes, the only thing that's really changed is I've officially locked in all of my picks. Nothing's changed. So, like I said, I liked the Blazers to cover. As you can see, at the time, they were getting 8.5. You can see how this isn't here. So what's going to happen is it's probably going to return, and it's probably going to be around, in my opinion, closer to 6 or 7. But we'll have to see there. I still do like the Hawks because that King spread to me is very fishy. Again, 4.5. Yep, I think it was 5 or something yesterday. Might have been 4.5. I still do like the Clippers to go over just because of how seldomly they've gone over this year. And I'll go into that game if I like the Warriors. I think I am leaning Warriors. And like I said before, I like the Mavericks to cover this game because of metrics. So the only ones I guess, if I'm looking at them to officially add, and I'm trying to see, this one here, the Sixers Hornets, I would definitely add, in my opinion, I would add the Hornets. I think this is a trap game. And I like the Sixers this year. I think they do really good. I just think, even if you, okay, so with Maxey, they're being very, very sneaky. So either way, whether he plays or not, I think people are seeing what they do with the Nets. Hornets suck, and a lot of people are probably going to lose picking the spread here, because I think the Sixers probably win but don't cover. So I do officially like the Hornets to cover that spread as well. So those are the early games, and then if you want my opinion on any of these other ones, let me know. But a lot of the other ones are going on later at night, so I'll be going into them if I need to around 5 o'clock or so. But take care, everybody, and happy earnings.